Welcome to the Salty Chip Podcast, where you're always coming back for more, with your hosts Mackenzie and Isaac.
Welcome back.
So this is our polls segment, so our audience lets us know what they think.
Let's see what we got this week.
So this is all Bravo related this week. So for Real Housewives of Miami, do you think Jody and Lisa will get engaged? 19% said yes, and 81% said no. Now, this was after the episode where in the confessional, Jody and Lisa, like, it was weird. They were...
Like, it's when she was, like, packing for the trip and talking about wanting to be married or whatever.
Yeah, that, and he...
Oh, no. Yeah, they were talking about kind of, like, fighting and...
Yeah, they were fighting
how he wouldn't sleep in the same room.
Yeah. So they don't sleep in the same bedroom because they fight about the show a lot. And that she wants to get engaged, and he looked like deer in the headlights.
He's like, you just got divorced like 12 hours ago. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just like, it was a mess.
Yeah.
And she was like, cut this out, you know? And so one of the comments was, they'll probably get engaged, but I don't see them actually getting married. And I was like, I could see that happening, like him kind of appeasing her to that moment, but never going through with it. But I mean, she just got divorced. I think that was like just a couple hours after.
And when she brings it up, he's like, just looks total deer in headlights. So I don't even see him ever getting engaged, you know?
Yeah.
I see him playing the like, oh, we'll just be like life partners forever. But that's not going to fly for her.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, obviously would be engaged yesterday if he would do it, you know?
Right. I think so too. Also, it's kind of a red flag because they started dating right after the separation, you know, so she was technically still married this whole time while dating Jody.
He's like, the whole time I've known you've been divorcing your husband. Like, I don't even know you outside of being in the middle of a divorce,
right.
You know?
And like kind of meltdown mode, and you can tell what happens with Larsa, like the cast severely affects him.
Oh, yeah.
And like riles him up.
Yeah.
And him, you know, texting Larsa, whether who texted who first, it doesn't really matter. Like just the extent of the text, like that many where she's scrolling is weird.
It's all these just like weird, hyper stressful things with like her friends, her ex-husband. He's like, and now you're telling me we need to be engaged and you don't like not being a missus or whatever.
Right.
It's like, oh man, he looked like he's like thinking about hitting the door, you know?
It's like, is he going to be the new Todd, you know, like just planning a secret exit?
Yeah, I mean, who knows, you know? I see him splitting and not coming back like Todd. Todd loves coming back, and they love being in the loop, you know, of just that up and down.
It is wild. So our next one is from Real Housewives of Orange County. Do you like seeing Slade this year on Real Housewives of Orange County? 13% said yes, and 87% said no.
That's funny. I'm kind of surprised by that, you know, like, I would think that percentage wouldn't like Slade, but have enjoyed seeing him like on the show and sort of the drama it's all brought.
Yeah, so like our past poll, a lot of people liked Gretchen. So clearly there is a divide.
Yeah, that's interesting
with the couple
too. Yeah.
Is they like Gretchen, but they are not liking Slade whatsoever. And I get it. Slade, you know, makes these claims of it's his show.
His ego's crazy.
Yeah, his ego is out of control. And they do come on, and I've said this so many times, more as a couple instead of Gretchen being a housewife.
Yeah.
I strongly feel like he's a housewife with her too.
It's kind of similar to how it was for Alexis and John too last season. Like, it's all about them as a couple and not so much about her or whatever, you know? And like the whole story is them as a couple or whatever.
Right. And she's just constantly calling him, and he's calling,
and he's like stirring the pot, you know, like
So it's just he just gets so involved and mixed up in it.
Yeah.
That obviously the viewers are not feeling it. And they weren't feeling it season 1 when he was with Joe. And I think this is his 4th housewife to be on. And like,
which is so weird. So he's got a thing. He like loves dating a housewife.
Yes.
But that's interesting that they don't like him, and it seems like it's going to kind of turn for Gretchen. They're not going to like her either, and that's sort of maybe the start of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to start with them not liking him, and then they'll just start getting annoyed of her, and how it's kind of like all of her lies are unraveling. And,
and kind of like being fake or inauthentic, and then like, all the
lies. It seems too much like... And it seemed like this with Alexa as well, like too much for the show, like when they're doing stuff. You know, it's like that's not sorry, Alexis and John.
Oh, Alexis
like all the scenes with them, it's like, and I get they're filming the show, so it's going to be for the show, but it's like this is not how y'all's real life would be if they weren't filming this kind of thing. Right. Where like with like Heather or something, it's like her life's probably the exact same as like when they're filming it and when they're not, you know, kind of thing.
I agree. And a lot of people do say that he uses women for money. He is not paid up on like all of his alimony or child support.
She even said they're not paid up.
Yeah, she said that on the last episode.
That they're not paid up, and she pays... she didn't say it in so few words, but it seems like she probably pays for everything.
Yeah, it was very cringeworthy to watch Emily and Heather ask her about who pays the mortgage, who pays for the groceries, like which account it comes out of.
Crazy.
It was like, this is so weird. Y'all are full grown adults. You do not need to be trying to add up.
And hadn't they been together for like 15 years? Still haven't figured out who's going to pay for the groceries.
Well, Slade's obviously been very open about he can't work because, like, Tamara ruined his name. And
oh, my gosh.
So that basically tells us,
he's just looking for a mooch. Yeah. Or he is the mooch. That's so funny. Is that really what he says? He can't work because Tamara ruined his name? That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, what does he even do? I guess he doesn't do anything.
No, he says he can't find work because of that.
That is so crazy.
You know, and like Gretchen goes along with it. She's like, yeah, he can't find work because of that. And then I was listening to Two T's on a Pod, and I think that they Googled his name, and like nothing that Tamara said pops up first.
Yeah.
You'd have to like Google that specific thing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. He could find work if he wanted to. Like
100%.
That is such a joke when it's like, there's not a single job in the world I could do. It's like, 100%. What?
Yeah. So our polls were about the men this season.
Yeah.
But now we'll switch over to some Vanderpump Rules drama that's been going on. So if you remember Katie Maloney, she was a main cast member on there for 10 years, I would say.
Yeah, wasn't she one of the original girls on there? And
so she is now currently being canceled for celebrating the unaliving of Charlie Kirk this past week. Now, she made a couple of posts on her stories that we will show here. And her fans and just the reaction that when people read what she was saying, and she was commenting on other people's posts that were celebrating and stuff, and it was just crazy. It's been crazy 10 days so far. Anyways, they're coming for her business. So something about her, you remember she opened that
getting
with
review
Ariana.
Bombed.
Yes. So Yelp had to actually put up this disclaimer saying you can no longer leave a review here because the business had gotten so many bad reviews that had to relate to, you know, politics. Yeah,
it's just getting flooded. It's getting flooded with reviews of people who haven't eaten at the shop, just nuking her for what she posted, you know, so they like shut it down. It's exactly what they did for Schwartz and Sandy's when the Scandival thing, you know, like all their restaurants always getting like review bombed and having to turn them off.
So it's really bad. So now that Yelp has intervened and frozen their page, they scrubbed all 300 messages.
Just blast
them off.
So
now she only has about like 150 or so reviews, and it's back up to 3.5 star. It was down to 2. But everyone is like boycotting something about her. She's turned her socials to private mode. She has released multiple apology statements.
And so, yeah, what were the posts? What were the posts?
So, one that was on her story says, "We do not celebrate death, but we also do not mourn monsters. Those two things can and do coexist. The absence of mourning does not imply the presence of celebration." But a lot of people...
Was that the first post, or was that...
Yeah, and then she also, the next day, started, it was like, "You look happier. Thanks. I'm evil again." And
they're
just
linking
kind
it to
of
that.
keep going, and then she was posting or like commenting on other people's posts, like in favor of the celebration.
Yeah. And
so people couldn't get over that she put in, "But we also do not mourn monsters." That's the part that everyone is like, "You're heartless."
Yeah.
And then just the next day doing the evil post, and then people seeing her comments, and she just kind of wouldn't stop.
Like eating it up a little too much,
Yeah, and so people were sick of it. People were fed up. They were disgusted. They don't like her. They said that she's always been very like mean and evil.
Well, it's ever since she fell through that floor, you can tell that was like a real life-changing moment for her, and she's definitely has seemed like she has like a thing of anger or like rage,
Yes.
And I get probably just from that, like she's not who she would have been if that never happened,
right?
So
if you don't know, Katie Maloney, when she was younger, I think like maybe freshly 21 or so, she was on
on the show, right? Not The Fall, but
yeah,
she would like they were making the show, and she fell when they weren't filming, and then one season she was back.
No, she told the story on the show, but this happened before.
I thought she was like on it a couple times and fell. No, okay, that makes sense.
No, she like has the cut. That's what her scar is from. Anyways, she was like on a rooftop bar thing, and there was like a glass walkway sky thing that you could kind of stand on, and she like fell through it.
Man.
Something like that. So.
Yeah, but just you can tell that like really messed her up, and because even in the show she would just get so angry about stuff. But with all of this, Tom Schwartz is just like thanking his stars. He's like, "Oh, so glad this is not my problem anymore. My one restaurant got destroyed from Scandival. If we were still together, our sandwich shop would be nuked from this. Like, oh, I'm so glad this is not my thing anymore."
Yeah. And even though she did come out with a couple or like a pretty long apology,
she like walked it back or whatever.
Yeah, people don't care. Like it's out there. People screenshotted it, and at first we didn't think Ariana was involved, but now I've been hearing things that Ariana has been making comments in support of Katie. So that's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's gonna support like her business partner, kind of thing. Like I would, I feel like that's to be expected.
But people are coming after her podcast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Podcast. Supposedly Bravo said that they will never work with her again.
Yeah, that will be the interesting one to see like how all that shakes out, if that's legit, and like
and that they're fining her with a $200,000 fine for
what
she said.
I'm wondering like. That makes me think maybe it's not real. I don't know. Like if I wonder if they've ever done that in the history of Bravo, have like fined people.
This is what it makes me think is that she had signed some type of contract because she might be, or probably it was planning to come in as a guest for the new.
They'll be dropping into the restaurants or whatever. So they probably
have already signed contract. I think that they have been filming, and so maybe she was under some type of contract with Bravo. Yeah. And it's in the fine print or something. But I do think that she was planning on making some.
I'm sure a lot of the original cast would be doing appearances.
Yeah, and she blew it. They don't want to work with her anymore. So we will see how that shapes out. But like I said, all her socials are turned to private, and
she's hiding. She's in hiding, saying, "Holy crap! I gotta let this storm blow over."
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean...
If it will.
Who knows what she was doing wading out into those waters, It's like, oh, not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's just awful. It's awful. I don't even know why she needed to say anything to begin with.
Yeah, just like, stay quiet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. So that is our Bravo update for today.
Thanks for listening.